and I study the biology of mantis shrimp. Scientific name, stomatopod. Just a lot nicer to say, so I'm probably going to flip-flop between the two, but just so you know, mantis shrimp, stomatopod, synonyms. Good. Okay, so for those of you who are not aware of this fantastic animal that has just taken over very small areas of the internet, we're going to do a little visualization piece. So I'll invite you all to just kind of picture in your mind's eye a very, very small, like roughly like 3 to 10 centimeters, very small, ugly child. And so imagine this ugly child has just dressed itself for school, wearing lots of bold patterns that don't match other shit. And this ugly child also has 6 legs and antennae for days and arms coming out of its mouth and a pair of googly eyes. And it's found on the bottom of the ocean, lurking in lots of cracks and crevices with crossbow arms. It's basically the Pennywise clown of crustaceans. All right, we're all on the same page now. So a little bit about those crossbow arms. Like literally, these animals have arms that are spring-loaded so that they can just charge it up and then boom, pop something right in the face and just explode it. Smash part of snail, one of those snails from the previous act. Just, boom, just destroy it. Stick the mantis shrimp on it. And then if it's soft-bodied prey, like a fish or a squid or something, you know, that punch isn't going to do it, so you just release your spear. And you just stab in the face. This strike, because of the whole spring-loading mechanics, is one of the fastest movements that happen on the planet. Like, this is Guinness Book of World Records stuff here. And it happens underwater from the mantis shrimp. Also, as if having one awesome thing was not enough, they have the world's greatest eye. Maybe you don't know about eyes. I'm just gonna take a step there. All right, so your eyes, my eyes. That guy's eye in the back, we're in an eye patch. We all have 3 cells in there that are used for color vision. And then we have another one that's used for dim light vision. So that's 4 cells. 3 plus 1 is 4. Mantis shrimp have up to 16. Whoa! 16 cells in their eyes, and 5 of them are used for seeing different colors of ultraviolet, UV light. We can't even see that, we just get a sunburn. And if that's not enough, they can also see the polarization properties of light, which you also may not be familiar with in such technical terms, but it's basically what you are cutting out when you put on polarization sunglasses to get that sick image when you're outside enjoying the water. Mantis shrimp don't have to put on some cool shades. They just wear their eyes. So I study the eyeballs of these amazing animals as a biologist, and I have to let you in on a kind of dirty, dark little secret about biologists. So in order to understand all of that stuff I just told you about their eyes, a lot of scientists like me have had to take their eyes off the animal, do experiments. So I'm just gonna put that out there. I realized actually during the PhD when I was looking over a protocol that the first thing I needed to do for an experiment was get an eye of mantis shrimp. That was the day I realized I'm a witch. And if you think about it, I bet, way back in the day, all those witches were actually female biologists. I mean, I would kill to read up on their discoveries about Eye of Newt, but I'm sure that all that work perished in the fire when they were burned at the stake by their reviewers. So, yeah, I'm a witch. One of the really cool parts about my job is mantis shrimp live in really cool places, like coral reefs. And so I get to go do field work where they live, because unfortunately, well, it is unfortunate, you can't keep them in the lab for very long. They don't like it. They're very pugnacious and finicky. So you just have to go to the Great Barrier Reef to study them. And so I must, needs must. And there's like a lot of sunshine and diving and looking at lots of little reef monsters and watching the sunset on the beach with a cheap Australian beer. Oh, yeah. I mean, that's like 4% of my job. As a vision scientist, the way experiments work is mostly you, even though you're at this beautiful place, you lock yourself in a very small, dark room with air conditioning, and you run experiments. And so, so this one year, I was running an experiment where roughly every 10 minutes, I had about a 3 to 7 minute break where my whole apparatus was collecting data. And, what can you do in a 3 to 7 minute break in a dark room by yourself? Just, alone on an island. Obviously, learn the ukulele. And so that's what I did. And I'm going to sing a few songs that I wrote in the dark that year. I'm going to sing them for you guys. You guys want to hear them? Yeah! Good, because I didn't care if you didn't want to know. I apologize if this ukulele sounds like it's out of tune. All ukuleles sound like they're out of tune. That's why I learned guitar. So I call this song Trapped in a Closet. Not to be confused with the R&B opera by R. Kelly. This is an original. Slippy pants. Trousers, fat ones. Locked here alone in my closet. Locked here alone by myself. It's a sunny day outside and it's 25 degrees. But I'm locked here alone doing science. I'm locked here alone in my closet, cutting up eyeballs and flashing them with light. When I run out of animals, I steal into the night and I collect some more. I'm locked here alone in my closet. There's no real lock on the door. It's a PhD metaphor. Sometimes it's just like being locked in a closet when you're a scientist. So that song had a few dark moments, so I really want to end on a high note. And so I wrote this other song. It's a little bit more fun. So you can hear the G. It's a fun chord. I call this one Stomatopod. Stomatopod, stomatopod. Common name is the mantis shrimp. You look like an alien who stepped right off of a spaceship. You can see all the colors that there are to see. You can see polarized light and you can see UV. Stomatopod, stomatopod, I wanna be your bestest bud. I'm a scientist, you're a mantis shrimp. Come here, I wanna give you a hug. Remember that time I tried to pick you up and you stabbed me in the hand? Don't you worry, stomatophod, I'll get you in the end. It's been really great. It's been a great audience. Thank you.